Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle and today we have the first update for my Panette palette. I'm doing two Panette palettes this year. I'm doing just a normal Panette palette with nothing specific in mind, and I'm doing the Fantastic Ladies collab Panette palette theme, which is Size Matters and is created by Jessica Lee. Panette palette by itself is created by Amber F, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to her. She's awesome. She's so funny. And yeah, she's just an amazing person. I'm filming this around 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't remember the last time I filmed a video. But yeah, I am struggling with balancing YouTube, Instagram, work, personal life, workouts, and stuff like that. So I'm sorry about the makeup look, but this is my normal day-to-day makeup look. I have really light eyeshadows on today, more of a peachy look, and mascara, of course, on both top and bottom lashes. I do tight line, some days with black, some days with brown, depending on what eyeshadow I'm wearing. My brows, and for my base, I do primer. Today I did concealer. I switched between doing a full base and with liquids and not doing a full base. So today I did primer, concealer, cream, blush, and liquid highlighter, and then set that with loose powder, and then on top of that put on my powder foundations, a little bit of bronzer, highlighter, and a little bit of blush. So yeah, that's been my go-to for the past 2 days actually. I'm mixing my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter and the L'Oreal Infallible because the shades aren't matching me. And I have the Pro Filter in 110, but this is too light, even for my pale skin. And then I do have the L'Oreal one in 130 True Beige, which is more of my summer shade. So I mix them, and it works out beautifully. And then I do highlight underneath my eyes and in the T-zone with this one on top. So that's been my go-to. I have just touched up a little bit with my lips and the powders, but other than that, this is my normal day-to-day makeup. Sometimes I do use foundation, but I wasn't feeling it. But let's get into the eyeshadow palettes that I'm planning for this year. What should we start with? Let's start off with the normal Panette palette, if I can find my notes. There we go. And if you don't know, my Panette palette is the ColourPop Give It To Me Straight palette, just because I have used up so many shadows in this palette already. I do have 2 shadows pressed into different pans. Yeah, I have finished up 5, which leaves me with 7 to go. I think in the intro I said I had 8 left, but I did finish up Frank in December, so I do have 7 left. Finished up 5, I have 7 left. And yeah, let's go through them all. So in January I actually did not use this palette much, and I didn't use it much in February also. So not off to a great start, but I do have one update that you might see right here. I used BS, the top shade right here. If I hold it correctly, it will be the top shade right there. BS I used once in January, none in February. Then we have Candid, which is in a separate pan right here. I haven't touched yet. Then we have Forthright right here. I still have yet to touch. And then we have Truth Hurts, which I used twice in January and once in February, and that made it to hit pan. So yeah, and it's not a small sized pan either, it's quite a medium sized pan. So yeah, I do think I will get a lot of use out of this one, out of BS, Forthright, and Truth Hurts, and Candid in the summertime, because it's such warm tone shadows. So yeah. Then we have Be Blunt right here, which I have not touched at all. Then we have TMI, I did not touch in January, but I have used it once in February. I'm guessing that was the one time in the 10 Days of Pink challenge. And then we have Actually, which I used once in January. So you might ask, why is the number so low? Well, if you know, you know. I had COVID. I didn't do my makeup for about 2 weeks in January. And then when stuff like that happens to me, it always takes such a long time for me to get back into my usual routines, like putting my makeup on, going to the gym, eating more than once every day, you know? So yeah, and because of this, isn't that pink? The numbers in February didn't go as high, but during the summer they will explode and it will be okay. Then we have the Size Matters palettes. Yes, palettes. I have two. I picked out both of my bigger Glam Night palettes. And we will go with the Ice Cream Dream palette first, actually. Yeah, the Ice Cream Dream palette is the Pastel-y palette. And I do have some updates on this one. Maybe you can see, I think so. I have actually loved using this one. This is the one palette I used the most. Yeah, what can I say? So, from the top, I used Black Cherry right here. This is the deepest pinky shade in the palette. It's not really deep, but it's the deepest. I used this one once in February, and that's it. Then we have French Vanilla right here, which you can see I hit pan on. I used that shade 4 times in January and 2 times in February for a total of 6 times. After hitting pan on it, I haven't used it much, maybe once. Then we're going all the way down to Strawberry right here. As you can tell, I did hit pan on that one as well. And I only used it twice in February. Now these shimmers are, I don't know, they're pigmented but flaky. So yeah, and they're really, really shallow as well. So that's the reason there. Then we have Mochi. Is that how you pronounce it? M-O-C-H-I, Mochi. I used this really light pink 3 times in February during the 10 Days of Pink challenge. I do see where I have put my brush, but other than that, there's no dip forming. We have Honey Lavender. I used this shade twice in January. And then we're going back to the pinks Bubblegum, which do have a little bit of a dip going on. I used it 4 times in February, and that's it. Of course, in the 10 Days of Pink challenge. I used Green Tea in February once, and the same with Mango. 1 time in February. I cannot see any dips, I can only see where I put my brush. So yeah, in total I used this palette 6 times in January and 16 times in February for a total of 22 times, and I have 2 pans, which is awesome. So yeah, I don't know how much I will be able to use this palette during the weekdays. I will get some use out of the yellow and the orange shades, and of course the neutrals, but like this greens and blues and teals, it's, yeah, no, maybe as a winged liner or something, but other than that it will be used on the weekends, I think. We will see. But yeah, oh, I forgot to tell you, the goal with my Size Matters palettes are to pan on them, not to finish them up, just to pan, because they are newer to my collection, and I really do love the palettes, but yeah, I cannot finish up 60 shadows in a year. That's not gonna be, no, that's not gonna work out. Then the second one is of course the Michaela palette. Let's just switch off the page. Now you might know my palette is without the glitters in here. As you probably can tell, this is mostly loose, so the glitters fell out everywhere, and I'm kinda really sad about this happening because this mirror is awesome. It's big, and yeah, so I don't like the packaging for this palette at all because of the glitter. Because the glitter got all up in the glue holding the packaging together, and now it's loose. So yeah, but I did use this palette a few times, and you can tell I have changes. Let's see. Oh yeah, I used Iconic once in February during the 10 Days of Pink challenge. I used Simping right here twice during the 10 Days of Pink challenge. I hit pan. Really, really pretty pink. I really do like it. And it pairs up really nicely with the pinks in the Ice Cream Dream palette. Then I did use MJ once in January. And then we're going all the way down to Stunning. I used her once. I did have a dip in this one, so that's why I used it once and hit pan, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous green. And then I did use Loop once. Also, actually, I used Loop and Stunning with the 2 pinks right here and the pinks from the Ice Cream Dream palette into a look during the 10 Days of Pink challenge. So yeah, I have 2 new pans in this one as well, which is awesome, and it's in my 2 favorite colors because I love my pink and I love my greens. So yeah, I know like, usually for me, I do hit pan in the mattes first. I don't know why, I just love my matte shadows. And I use the mattes more than the shimmers in bigger areas, so I usually hit pan on the mattes first. I know many is hitting pan on the shimmers first because the formula is a little bit softer, but I'm the opposite. So yeah, for the Michaela palette, I used her only once in January, that purple. Yeah, purple. And then 5 times during February. So for the month of March, I am probably gonna be using her a little bit more because she does have 2 rows of neutral. So yeah. In the last update, I do think I said I would like to pan in one shadow of the ColourPop, and I did that. I should have checked my goals before filming, but I'm in a hurry. I need to film, and then I have a meeting, so yeah. But my goal for this next month will be from the ColourPop palette. I would actually love to use the shade Actually 10 times. Because I feel like this is the shade I will be struggling to finish up. Not because it's bad. I really do like the shade and I like the formulation of the shade. It's just I don't feel like I can use it for work except as a liner. So I need to step up my game doing liners more, but yeah, so 10 times for that one. Then I would actually like to hit pan in... What shade would I like to hit pan in? Let's do in Hurley right here, the first lightest brown, and then also in Accent right here. I think that will be enough from this palette because I'm doing a lot of eyeshadows. And from the Ice Cream Dream palette, I would love to hit pan. Oh, this is hard. Maybe only do one. Let's do the salted caramel. Yeah, salted caramel right here. This is more of a cooler tone brown, which is really up my alley. I do really love those. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good. If I hit pan in anything else, or yeah, I would love to hit pan in those 3 and get my 10 uses on the shade Actually. I think that's a good goal. Like, of course, my goal will be to hit pan in all of these, but I have yet to figure out how many uses it takes me to hit pan in the mattes. So it will be really interesting to see. But yeah, that's it for my first update. I'm so sorry it took so long to have my first update up. I was supposed to film a update at the end of January, but because of COVID, a lot of my filming has been delayed. So I have to catch up, and this is my first update. That's the way it goes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you again in my next video. Bye!